So these are some of my active WIPs at the minute. I've already had a pre-filming clear out of a lot of them where I'm like, this will never be anything. And these are all the ones that I would like to finish by the end of the year. So I thought what I'd do today is take you on a little walk through all of my WIP, talk about what I've got planned for them, what I'm hoping will happen next. And then by the end of this, I'm kind of hoping to have actually cleared the sofa enough for both me and my dog to be able to fit on here. So the first one is just a little black and white flower shirt. Looks fine. It's one of those ones that, and I don't know if this is a thing outside the UK, but here you'll get a lot of vintage shops that'll decide to make their own little alterations to stuff. And 90% of the time that just means cropping it. And sometimes putting weird pleats in as well. And basically, I love this shirt, but it had some weird pleats in that I unpicked. And as I unpicked them, I found a hole. And I think I've also lost a button off it. So it's just very, like, there's a lot of me on show whenever I wear it. Like, and I tend to want to wear this when I'm in the mood for something a bit more kind of tailored. So not really in the mood to flash a few ribs. So yeah, I just need to fix the hole in this and find a button. I'm probably just going to repurpose one of the buttons, to be honest, rather than buy new ones. But yeah, that is on my want to fix. And what I'm going to do with all these projects is decide, am I going to do it this month, in the next 3 months, or in the next 6 months? So this is this month because I want to be able to wear it for the summer. Next one in my little Loop London project bag. So this is another one that I want to get finished ideally this month because my cousin's getting married at the end of the month, and he's getting married in May in the UK in a castle. So it might be boiling hot. It'll probably be freezing cold. The kind of dress code is casual cocktail, and I'm thinking maybe this dress for it, which I hear you, it's not casual cocktail, but I don't really have casual cocktail, and I like to be warm. And the thing about this dress is I love it, but I don't really see what kind of cardigan I could wear with it. And then I thought, what if I was to make a shawl? So I'm making a virus shawl for it. And as you can see, there's quite a lot left to do. It's in green and purple because I have all of this silk merino wool that everyone from work got me when I was ill last year, which I love, but I don't know what to do with it. And I feel like it'll be quite a good clash with the leopard print. I'm quite happy to be using this, and I have quite a few skeins of it. So I'm thinking I'm going to do this crochet one because I've done this pattern quite a lot and I'm really familiar with it. But I do kind of want to do a knit version as well, like a much bigger one for in the winter, like more a kind of blanket one. But yeah, this is one that I need to get done the next month. So this is going to be sitting next to my work laptop, I think, because that's where I do a lot of my crafting when I'm kind of in meetings, just something I can do mindlessly without having to think about it. Okay, another crochet one here. So I have all this variegated wool, which is another one which I kind of just, someone gifted me the wool. I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. It's a lot of oranges and yellows and browns, which immediately I'm probably not going to make anything I would wear in these colors, but despite wearing quite a few of these colors right now. But I always appreciate a gift, and I thought it would be quite good for crochet and crafty things. So I've started making this little crochet cat. Here's a leg. I've got the start of a body, and I love the way it's working up like a little kind of tabby color. I'm making this little Russian cat from Toft, and there's an open theatre near us. It's a little street theatre, which is like a box set into the wall that one of the local women maintains, and she kind of puts things in there for the kids, like little toys and stuff for them to take away. And I thought I could do some little tabby cats to go in there as well. This one, I don't really like doing multiple crochet projects in one go, despite what you're about to see with all of my WIPs. I find crochet goes a bit harder on my wrists than I would like. So I think that this is going to be 3 months because I do want to finish it, and I want to finish it before the summer ends so I can put the cats out and not worried that they're going to get wet or something. That's also quite an experimental one, so I don't know if it's going to lead to other ones. It might be I finish the cat and I'm like, great, happy to never make one of these ever again. It might be that I'm like, I love this, I want to make a giant one. Okay, I'd forgotten what was in this bag. This is another Sostenchen project bag. I just love their bags so much, especially the drawstring ones. So this is the familiar to some, the fable wool from a hat that I unraveled, and I want to turn it into a cable hat. And I've kept all the wool together in one of my favorite project bags, specifically because I don't want to forget about this. Like, the wool was kind of expensive for what I spend on wool normally, and I have an idea that I want to do all these cable hats this year, and so far I have not finished a cabled hat. So I need to I want to get going on this. And also I want a little easy travel project, so I'm going to have this in the I want to get it done 3 months again, but this is going to be a more pressing one. Like this is hopefully going to replace the virus shawl that I'm doing as my kind of work project. And this is my motivation and my reminder to myself that I actually want to like do this, because so far all I've done is unravel. Like I haven't actually cast on again. Okay, so here we have a beast of a project, which I'm very undecided about. So it was a black cardigan that I was making, but I basically realized the wool I'm using was just stretching so much that it was just not the right wool for a cardigan at all, basically. Like the cardigan I was making was already long and it was going to be down to my knees, I think, by the time I finished. So it's a bit of a nightmare. Basically, I did a quite a popular video a while ago about my kind of Roman empires of projects I think about all the time and I'm never going to make. And most of them were color work. And I got a lot of nice comments, but I also got a lot of comments of people being like, get over yourself, you could do it, just do some more color work, just practice. And I'm like, yeah, you know what, I shouldn't be so defeatist. I have started on this project and I've immediately realized like the needles I'm using are way too short. Like it's a project that I want to be able to stretch out and check that I'm doing it properly. I don't want to, but I think I'm going to have to frog. And basically what it's going to be is a black sleeveless vest top type thing with this graphic on the front. It's the Keith Haring dogs. And I just want to, like, I just love the 3 dogs. And this is what I do on Stitch Fiddle. Feel free to take a screenshot if you like the graphic as well. I would say if you're going to take a screenshot of it or if you want to do something similar, Keith Haring licensed all of his artwork through a foundation. And I will put the details up on screen and in the description. But I would suggest if you're going to be making something inspired by him, maybe make a donation to the foundation. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. It's just look at it. And this is why I'm not a fan of color work. It just feels so kind of fussy and draggy, and I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. And I think I've been doing a kind of intarsia thing of every color on every single bobbin. But I think I actually should have done the Fair Isle thing, which is how I originally learned color work, of catching it and having the floats going through the back. So I'm torn on this one. And I'm also suspecting that maybe I should have done the actual color work on, like, I'm doing this on size 4 needles, but maybe I should have done the color work on size 5. Yeah, it's a tricky one. I'm going to put this in the next 3 months because I want to either frog it in the next 3 months and use the wool for something else, or I want to have the top for the summer because I think it'd be really cool. I'm kind of making the pattern up as I go as well. I just cast on an amount of stitches that seemed like a good kind of width for me. I haven't swatched or anything. And then I'm just going to kind of shape it in as I go. And the reason I feel confident to do that is the next WIP, which is actually 4 WIPs. So I always have a WIP on the go when I'm watching TV as well. Like I kind of have 2 main crafting points in the house. Let's pull the needle out, so give me a minute. So I craft at my desk during work, and then I craft here on the sofa when I'm watching TV. And this is my TV project because it's very fiddly. I basically wanted to make myself a little knitted vest, and it's part of a stash busting thing that I'm doing at the minute, where I'm doing things around the colour blue. And this is the little vest I've made myself. So I'm just doing the I-cord at the minute, and then I'm going to have some ties for it. I'm not going to talk about these a lot because they're going to be in another video of mine, but I made up the pattern myself, as in I just kind of measured it against tops I already had that I liked and practiced various versions of a decrease until I found one I liked. And it's given me more confidence with the sleeveless top that I can just measure it against other sleeveless tops I have without having to use a pattern for it. But this one is definitely one I want to finish in the next month, partly because I want to have it for the summer and stuff, and also because I'm just so close. I'm just so close. I'm close to getting the video out. I'm close to finishing it. Like, I think I want that little boost of having finished it. One thing that I'm not going to finish for a very long time is in the same bag, because this is all my blue stash busting stuff, and it's this ripple blanket. I forgot what pattern this is based on, but basically as I do my color stash busting, I'm just going to be working on a blanket as I go. With any of the wool that I have where I just have a small amount, I'm just going to kind of put it into this blanket as I go. Originally I was thinking doing rainbow, but I actually don't want to stash bust purple or green for my next color. And I actually think I would like the idea of having a contrast. So my next one's probably going to be like pink or orange or something to contrast with the blue. And this is something I'm just going to have in this bag, ticking over whenever I have a small ball of extra wool, just add it in. I also have a new nephew, and I made myself a hexagon shirt last year, which I didn't really like very much or wear very much. So I've been unraveling it to make the vest, but I do have little tiny versions left. And I'm thinking I might turn this into a little cardigan for him. It's going to be quite big, but he's a big baby. So I think that this one I'll try and do in the next month, but I'm going to be making it for a 6-month-old, I think. So yeah, that's all that bag. Okay, so just to do a little review, the 2 spots I have for ongoing current knitting have been filled. So I'm doing the virus shawl while I work, and I'm doing the blue stash busting while I watch TV. 3 projects to do in the next 3 months. So that's the cat, the black Keith Haring top, which I still need to decide where I'm going with that, and the hat. And this is going to be a 6-month one, I can tell already. So another Soster and Wren project bag. I bought loads of this beautiful, beautiful cotton glacé by Rowan. So I've got this beautiful slate blue, and I have a lovely like kind of cream or like champagne cream. I don't think they have names or anything, which is such a shame because they're so beautiful. But yeah, I'm in the middle of making, well, I am not in the middle. I am starting to make my mum a t-shirt in it. She likes she's got quite a French sensibility in terms of her fashion, like what a British person thinks of a French sensibility. So I'm talking about like white, blue, and stripes, basically, and like various grays and lovely colors like that. And I've been working on this swatch, and you can see here I've been just working out like what do I want the dominant color to be, how thick do I want the strokes to be, and I think I've settled on having this one here. So the 10 rows of cream and the 2 of blue. And this is a 6-month one because I'm not in a particular rush to finish it. Like I think it's going to be a lovely summer top. So part of me wants to get it done immediately, but I also want to do it well and do it nice. And every pattern I found that suits her style and how she dresses is top down in the round, which is not my friend. And I'm not really looking forward to it. So I just want to take my time with it. You know, I want to find the right pattern. I want to practice a bit. And also all this wool was really expensive. Like it cost me like 70 quid when I bought it all, which I originally bought it to use in a different pattern and then realized the pattern I chose and just isn't something she'd like. So I have to find a new pattern for it. So I didn't just go rogue and buy a load of wool, but it feels like I did. And also she doesn't have a birthday or anything coming up. We've just had Mother's Day. So I don't feel like I'm in a rush to finish it, but I want it finished in the next 6 months because I want it ready at least for a birthday present, if not a kind of hot October, late summer present. So we have actually cleared enough room for me. So now I'm going to shift over and do the rest of them. Okay, so this is my 10th WIP. And it'll be familiar if you've watched many of my videos. I'm doing it in the Hayfield Soft Twist double knitting, which I got on sale. It was £4.30 and I got it for £3. And it's the Primley cardigan, which you can see here. I have got the back done. It's worked straight. And this is one I want to get done in the next 3 months, even though I'm not going to wear it until autumn. But I have a vision of myself having a slightly kind of, not dark academia, but kind of like maybe grey academia autumn. I'm picturing like wearing this with like grey tailored pants and like a white brushed cotton shirt and this in this beautiful kind of like orangey terracotta colour. So I've done the back, which is the biggest bit, obviously. And then I've got one half of the front here, which I did at about a long weekend, and we've got another bank holiday coming up. So I might try and do another, like the other panel in the bank holiday weekend. And this is actually a really good travel project because I don't have to do much accounting for it. It's very lightweight. It's easy to travel with. These balls have so much wool in them. I always use a new ball every time I start a new part of the cardigan, just because I don't have to like have like lots of ends if I don't need them. And I did the entire back from one ball and still have quite a bit of it left. So it's really lightweight to travel with. So I might take this to the wedding as my travel project. I'm going to be in the car for quite a while. So that's 10. And then the 11th one is one that I kind of just started yesterday. So here it is. And the wool is so bright that you can probably see it through the bag. So it's Hayfield Bonus DK Extra Value. And basically I took I was in a wool shop. And my partner was there with me. And I was just looking at some stuff. And he saw this and was just like, oh, wow, look at that. And just loved it. And I think he's having some kind of like hot chip early 2000s moment. And he wants this as a cable jumper, which I'm really into at the minute, cabling. So happy to do that. So this is the pattern I've chosen for it. It is so bright that every time I work with it, I'm just like, woof. But, you know, it's fun. And I've done a swatch and I've met gauge for the pattern. It's another one that's worked straight separately and then seamed. So I'm thinking to kind of interchange it with my cardigan. Like I want to get started on it now because I have a bit of a history with his things that I make him, where I will start on it and then take 2.5 years to do it. And this one, I'm like, I love him. I want to make him something nice, but I also want to limit the amount of time I'm working on this wool. So I kind of want to get it going. So that's that. I'm back on the sofa. I was convinced my dog was going to be chased off the sofa by all the bags. Like when I saw her there, I was like, I'm just going to put them around her and then she's just going to jump off and it'll be fine, like rather than order her off the sofa. And nope, she's happy here chilling amongst all my wool. It does feel like quite a lot, but 11 isn't that many, especially as like I find I always prefer to have a few different projects on the go, like lots of different types of things. Otherwise I either get a bit bored, or when I finish a project I'm just like, I don't know what to start now, and decision paralysis kind of thing. Those are all my WIPs. Thanks for sticking around. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want. Bye.